And we're back again, back again. Tell your mama, tell your friend, share this joint, put your like, share, subscribe, and some more shit. And they just get out there and you know. Let me get this together real quick, cause let's get this together real quick. Hold on, give me a second, give me a second. Give me a second. There we go. There we go. Looking for that right there. And we're back. Welcome to the show and all that good stuff. We got the 5150 coming in today with a wisdom buffet because I know a lot of people need to eat. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let's start it off. Let's get into it, man. Let's get straight to the shenanigans.
Show. Niggas that don't give a fuck. This thing called life, gotta live in a buck. Niggas that don't give a fuck. This thing called life, gotta live in a buck. Niggas that don't give a fuck. This thing called life, gotta live in a buck. Niggas that don't give a fuck. This thing called life, gotta live in a buck. Show. The 5150 show. Exposing the goofies and the funky asshole. 5150 show. 5150 show.
Yeah, that's a banger. We need to put this one on the top 10. Slap it for the hood.
Are you ready? You waited all week for this. Yes, you did. Best damn show on the internet. 5150 about the clown. It's the best show on the internet. Even though haters stick around, it's going down. Hey, what city we in this week? Hey, brother, where Martin Luther King Boulevard at? I'm looking for the girls in poverty that need me. Damn show on the internet. Hey, this lady with the blue hair. You trying to get this 200 to do a little something? Girl, you know you need these things. But do what you do, baby. Gonna drop you off, I gotta go. Everybody, let's start the show. All right. What up, Joe? 5150 show. I am Corey Holcomb. Mm-hmm. Darlene O.G. Ortiz.
Hello.
Craig Pax. Oh. As we will have a few things going on this show. I see people talking about
that's weird.
Right now it's things going on the internet. Where people are imitating me. That's cool. What I want to say about the whole thing is this. Everybody who are true 5150 fans, listen. This show is being watched right now by so many good people. I am very proud to have something to do with this. But there are millions of sucker motherfuckers watching this show right now, looking for something to say negative about it. I've heard it all, man. I have. This show has career followers that want some attention from me so bad. They want me to say their name so bad. They find stuff to say all the time. The headlines are always something where it makes this show look a certain way. But listen, man, we in your ears for a reason. The good people, we in your ear because y'all want to have something different this week. The bad people, we in y'all ear because you ain't got nothing going this week. So I'm just saying, y'all do what y'all do. On the 5150 side of the game, we ain't tripping because I'm still a little shook up because this past week, we laid to rest one of the founders of the 5150 show. Thursday, we was at GoMac Services. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, it's kind of surreal to me when I think about, Laylaw is gone and now GoMac is gone. And they are part of the foundation of the 5150 show, letting us be here at the Coin Academy. You know what I'm saying?
They reached out to us.
Yeah.
See, people don't realize that. It's not like they reached out to us like, hey, we see you guys aren't, you know what I'm saying? We're in between studios. That was G.
Well, when we was at the funeral on Thursday, we see the type of person that GoMac was. They help people.
Yep.
And everybody out there, I pray that one day you find somebody who will help you. Because in this game, we can use a little help, a little push. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now, some people are looking for, like, the studios of Hollywood to push you up and all that shit. If Hollywood studios want to push up the 5150 show to make us in a position where we winning even more, then we'll take that. You know what I'm saying? But we had the guys up here come in a way where I can honestly say, I ain't looking for shit from motherfucking the industry unless the industry trying to do righteous. Mm-hmm. Like the brothers up here at the Coin Academy. You know what I'm saying? Dude, it ain't just righteousness on no sucker shit. I'm talking about I was blessed enough to meet two brothers that were very caring and giving, and one of them cake mix. I don't even like being around cake mix type of guys. I like being around people where if you cross that line, it can go bad. But if you don't cross the line, you're with the soldiers.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying it's like, I'm finna do this show, but I got to give my brother his flowers. People who was on the hospice side of the game with him told me that every Wednesday morning, even though he wasn't feeling good toward the later times, he always had him prop him up, and he watched the 5150 show.
He said every Wednesday morning they said it.
And when you're going through cancer, as all us in this country, we face this, whether, you know what I'm saying, you can't avoid it because the foods and everything we eat make us sick. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of times we off this planet a lot quicker than we supposed to, but I'm speaking on it because it's still on my mind. It's still on my heart. It's still there. So the people in the world, this is how I'm gonna bring it around. The people in the world who try to bring you down, it's really a blessing that you get to see them try to do it. Because you know when you go on, they're going to try to talk crazy too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad I get to see my haters another week to see how bad they want me to look like they want me to look. But the truth is, hey, man, I'm Daniel in the Bible, man. Listen, man. This man, I'm abbreviate the story. The king didn't want nobody praying, which is what I do up here. This is prayer that we put out there in the world. In the Bible, the king didn't want nobody praying. And, you know, he let it be known you can't pray. But Daniel did what the fuck he gonna do. You know, it ain't easy. When you do the Lord's work, a lot of people don't like you. In fact, they misinterpret things you say on purpose just to try to bring you down. But I'm doing the Lord's work up here, man, like Daniel. Because see, what they did with Daniel, long story short, the guards was like, oh, this is a bad guy. Sound familiar to me. He's a bad guy. And they try to hate on him to the king. So the king was like, well, you know, put him in there with the lions. This is a long story short. They threw him in there with the lions, man. Guess what?
Came out on top.
The lions ain't fuck with him. The lions ain't fuck with him. So when the king saw the lions ain't fuck with him, they threw the guards. They threw him in there with the lions. They ate the guards up before they motherfucking feet even hit the ground. The point I'm trying to make, all y'all motherfuckers who try to bring negative attention to me and lie on me and say I said something bad about your kids and all that shit, it's not gonna work, y'all. I'm on a mission, dog. I'm still here because I got a mission to motherfucking let the world see. Real motherfuckers ain't finna fold because y'all motherfuckers don't like what the fuck I say. So y'all can motherfucking make it seem like me.
And if we talked about your kids ugly. Your kids ugly, man. Are you mad?
Headlining a major tour across the United States of America wasn't a plus, it was a major plus. And I knocked them down. Y'all motherfuckers can hate on me all you want. It's not gonna work. You could put me out there with the Lions. Me and the Lions gonna be kicking it. You can't run with the Lions, motherfucker. I'm talking to all you motherfuckers who sarcastically and intentionally try to make it seem like Corey's a villain. Corey ain't no villain. Ask the people who know me who I am. I sure ain't no perfect motherfucker, but I ain't no villain like y'all make me out to be. So all you men who don't want to admit you sleep with men, because them the ones with the problems. The men who sleep with men that admit it, I got better respect for them than I have with men who don't want to admit it, because it goes back to that insecurity thing. That's what we're going to talk about today on the show. Insecurity is a motherfucker, man. People who got power, who are insecure, can destroy the world. There's studies on this. When you got people who are insecure in places of power, I'm bold enough to say this. The president of this nation married a bitch he bought. That's a form of insecurity. And he not only was the president once, he was the president twice. So you see how this country is off whack? I'm not knocking nobody, but I'm saying if you bought your wife, that's a form of insecurity.
Aren't we all insecure?
Of course we all got insecurities, but I'm talking about some people can be labeled as insecure because actions that they do that are insecure are basically how they move through the world.
Right.
Like this is what they do. People who lie about their position. I ain't trying to start no shit, but I was talking about the lady who calls herself a doctor, Miss Bryant. That's a form of insecurity when you lie about who you are. And check this out. From what I understand, she's got juice with the NAACP. Somebody said she's the president of the NAACP. I don't know how true that is, but I'm saying, like, if we got a lot of insecure people in power, then this world is going to be ran in a way where it's disruptful. Where's the wake up, look the world in the eye, handle what you got to handle, and keep it a buck? That's not what's going on no more. That's why everybody jammed up. Everybody jammed up. We got motherfuckers out here talking shit about Shannon Sharp because he is jammed up right now. But when he wasn't jammed up, it was all good.
Oh, everybody wanted to, you know what I'm saying? Wanted to be on his show, wanted a piece of it.
And what is he jammed up for?
His sex life getting out there.
That's how they jam everybody up.
That's what I'm saying. Just think about it.
Yeah.
Me and Shannon Sharp ain't always saw eye to eye on shit, but I'm not stupid. I mean, I know he got some issues because I think he like to choke bitches. That's some shit niggas do. It ain't just him. I know a lot of niggas who like to choke bitches while they fucking them.
And then just dealing with young.
You know him
girls.
too, don't you?
Young girl. Who?
People who like to choke.
Oh, I thought you meant Shannon. I was like, I never met.
No, you won't, Shannon. You know what I'm saying?
I did not. I just got
Oh my God.
Oh
D,
my
you
God,
fantasize about Shannon.
Who said that?
You said it on the show.
I did not say it. Oh my God, dude.
It's just Shannon don't want you.
You're going
Shannon
really
want
far.
a young girl.
Wait, no, you're going real far now, homie. Don't
Am I lying on D? Do you want us to pull up receipts?
You always, yes,
You're like,
please.
oh, Shannon, ooh,
I said
ooh. But
Why-
Shannon
he
don't
putting
want
that on him.
you.
He putting that on him because I don't want you. So you're putting that on it like that. All I said was the man's good looking. Ooh, he's handsome.
Shannon
He's
look like,
good looking. And then this one, you're gonna add to it.
Okay,
What
go.
is that?
Okay, dude.
Don't try to take out your little
Who he
whatever
look
shit
like?
you going through.
The blues
Out on me.
singer Howlin' Wolf. You know who that is?
Howlin' Wolf, no.
Now all of a sudden catch you straight, just out of
picture
nowhere. Like,
Howlin'
what the
Wolf, he
hell?
look just
No,
like that.
D, I didn't bring it up to throw you under the bus. I'm
Yes, you
telling
did,
you,
'cause
you
you're-
always lust after Shannon Sharp.
No, I'm
we
just giving
even
a
said,
compliment.
Shannon, come on the show, smash D.
I'm just giving a compliment. I can't say that. Oh my God.
5150 OnlyFans. He smash B. Yeah, that'd be cool.
D, you gotta have your
Oh my God, Craig.
you gotta have an AI young girl body or something like that.
Yeah. Hey man, I had a rough week. I almost died a couple days ago.
You told me that.
Nigga,
Wait,
I'm
well,
real
that was
serious.
for real?
That's for
I'm
real.
sorry, but you know what? Because I didn't
Yeah.
see it. Somebody called me and I said, girl, he joking. Like I really
No,
thought, because he be
almost
kidding
died,
so
yeah.
much. I swear to
I was
goodness, a
almost
couple of people,
outta
I
here,
said,
yeah.
I think he's joking, you guys, because I didn't
That
see
shit
it,
was
but somebody
scary.
was calling me saying,
Yeah.
Craig, I said, is he playing or is he
No,
serious?
hell no. I was
Oh my
dead
God,
serious.
I'm sorry. So
Yeah.
really, what happened?
I was going to pick up my son. I was on the freeway in the
You
lane
were by
next
yourself.
to the carpool lane, and I'm just driving, and I hear I get hit from like my back passenger door. I guess the dude must have fell asleep or been drunk or
Came to
something.
your what?
So my car started turning towards the left, towards the carpool, and then he was going so fast, he hit the front of my car and spun me out. And I didn't flip, but I did like a couple spins on the freeway and ended up on the side of the freeway. Like that shit was.
I am sorry to hear. I swear to God.
Out this bitch, man.
Well, here's the thing about what happened to you, Craig. Nobody really knows the intensity of that moment, right?
Oh,
Because you really could have been fucked up, right?
Man, bro, that's.
See, I know what you talk about. I know what you talk about. You could have been fucked up.
Man.
I'm glad you walked out that motherfucker unscathed, brother. I ain't want nothing to happen to you, man.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
You could have had your son wasn't in the car with you?
No, I was on my way to pick him up. Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
That shit was, man.
I've had that stuff like that happen with my kid in the car. I've had many of really close end of life moments.
Yeah,
really close.
Yeah, that
It
shit.
only take a moment. Craig, when you said that, I heard you, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm glad to look you in the eye right now and say,
I'm glad to be here, man. Yeah.
I'm glad you all right.
Jesus,
Yeah, I'm glad to
thank
be here,
God.
man. That shit changed me for real because I just thought about my son. Like, damn, we just really. Yeah, I could have been. You know what I mean? I had to. I could have. Man.
Yeah, I'm glad you're still here for your son, but your son would have been all right. There's a lot of niggas like me out here would have been there.
Here we go. Here it is. There it
Take
is.
care of shit.
There he goes.
Look, Craig, come here, shouter. Hey, I just shut the fuck up, bitch. I know this.
Oh wow.
What up, boy? How you? You fool? Yeah, you fool.
Man.
Hey, boy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. All y'all niggas who unfortunately pass, or me, if I pass, I hope a real nigga is fucking his mama.
Man.
I hope a real man is fucking his mama. That's what you gotta hope for, Craig.
What?
Not no cake ass nigga.
Right.
To be around your son. How are you, son? What would you like to eat tonight? They fuck kids up. If you not here, you supposed to hope a real nigga. Hey, get your ass up there. I'll beat your ass again, boy.
Hell yeah.
Cook me something to eat.
Or you hope
goddamn.
that she doesn't bring any guys around and just deals with dads and grandpas.
No.
and
You
folks
don't
like-
want your
Yeah,
you don't want
please,
no
you don't
woman
need
to raise your son.
I didn't say
You
woman.
want a real ass nigga
Here we go
who wear
again.
pink hats and beige suits
No.
over there raising your son like a G. We laughing at this because you think D is gonna poison your son.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Crazy.
If D
Yeah,
raising a son,
I didn't raise him, but I would never done it by myself, and I'm glad. Thank God.
that's a cap. But what
No,
I'm
it's
saying
not.
is this.
You weren't even around for your kids.
All y'all niggas out there better hope a real nigga is
Yeah.
fucking the bitch that got your kid. Because
What?
probably you probably ain't gonna be around him.
Oh, that has a lot to do with raising your kid. That someone's knocking his mom. Okay.
Man.
What the
I'm
hell?
talking life in the United States of America. Chances are you're not finna be the one who raises your child. You picked a bitch that don't fuck with you for real. So you're not there with your kids point blank. Because if the bitch fucked with you for real, she wouldn't be with you without the kids is growing up.
That's not true.
Listen to D if you want to.
Well, and not for everybody. You're saying like that's verbatim. You're saying it's bond. Like whatever you're saying is word.
I'm saying if a broad is raising your son is gonna grow up broad like. You better hope that a real man come in your life, in the life of the broad that you got a baby with. You better hope a real man comes in the life and has the influence to stand up in that house. I'm telling you, you better hope a real motherfucker, not a corrupt man. I'm talking about a real man who is gonna get looked at like the villain. He gonna get looked at like the villain because he's a real man. If you're a real nigga, the world hates you. You got masculinity in you. If you're a real man, this world is trained to call you bad. Look at Deion Sanders' son.
Man.
Didn't get picked when he should have got picked. Let me tell you why. Because it was a man in his life speaking up. Archie Manning can speak up for his kids. Oh, he got drafted by San Diego. We don't want him playing there. He's not going to play. Everything cool.
I ain't gonna say my reason because I don't want to.
I don't want Craig.
Well,
now you
what?
know I ain't got nothing but respect for you.
Yeah.
You a man. I got respect for you. You a man. You a titan. Goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, regardless if we titans or not, you better hope a real nigga, a real man. Let me fuck Negro. Oh, I don't have to use that word. You better hope a real man
Color.
is in your son's life because you probably not gonna be because you had a baby by a broad you like instead of a broad that held you down.
Well, and here's the thing.
that's
I
real
agree with Corey, but what I was saying was about having a man in the home.
Right.
I don't agree with that. I don't like when people say, "Oh, I need a guy in the house to be with because I'm
Right.
not happy." Type shit. No. Well, what about your kid? You ain't got to bring no other man in the house and
Right.
and
What about a stud?
and divvy up time.
Darlene, what are you talking
What about a
I'm
vegan
talking about you
man?
don't
A
have to
stud.
have a so-called blended. When people say this blended family, them shits never work.
Darlene, what are you
percentages
talking about?
Well, that's what I'm
If
talking
your
about.
son grow up
I
without
didn't
a
say-
man
I'm not saying without a man
in the house,
doesn't
with
have to
him.
live there, right? Doesn't have to live in there with him. I'm saying I'd rather have that with grandparents, uncles, coaches, all that, and his real dad in
Coaches.
his life. Not living in the house, giving other orders, sharing mom's time with him when he's supposed to be divvying up. Now it's bad that there's two homes. Now the kid has to go
I'm
to the
glad
dad's,
she's
kid has to
saying
go to
this.
mom's. I don't like that. It's like, no, you barely have enough time with each. I don't like that when they part as it is. I'd rather have it with
Divorce
just.
should be illegal. A man should
It's
just
bad.
be able to hire another bitch.
It rarely works for the kids. It
You know what I
rarely
mean?
does.
if your child grew up with a mama and no daddy, your child out here fucked up in most situations.
For sure.
Your child out here bad. The
Yep.
girls and the boys, if they grew
Exactly.
up with the mama's law,
I agree.
they
I
out
agree.
here bad.
Yep.
Mama's
and
law
thank
is
God my
crazy.
son had his dad in his
Mama's laws.
What you say, Craig?
Mama's law is crazy.
life. Mama's what?
They said the
Love.
mama's law. Women ain't got no law.
Wait,
Women are
turn around.
lawless.
Can't see the thing.
Will you tell them,
You
Craig?
can't see
Women are
the
low.
word
Like-
Listen, let me tell y'all something.
like that. Here, so you don't.
Your mama love you, but your mama don't give a fuck about wrong and right. Your mama is gonna raise you off how she feels.
A vegan.
But if you are around a real man coming up, if you come up under a real man, there's certain things that you are not going to be able to do as you are developing, and you're going to learn something that will help you be a better person throughout the rest of your life. Because your developmental years, you don't need no bitch asking you what you want to eat tonight.
No.
That is the dumbest shit a woman can say to her child. What you want to eat tonight? I watch bitches say that. I just leave their house.
I would too.
Because I'm going to go to war with this little motherfucker when he about 16 and he think he can talk crazy to me. I'm going to punch his chest in. Because you ask this nigga what he want to eat. He going to eat what I give him. Just like in the room,
Oh,
you
wow.
going to eat what I put in your mouth.
Now here we go.
And if this ain't the way the house going, we got to get away from each other now.
Yes.
You do what I say. It's your job as a woman to find a real man and buckle in. Even if you do it just for while the kids are being raised. If you lead a man after the children are grown, okay, then you could be selfish. You could be out here like Michelle Obama and them talking on the podcast, making a goddamn fool out themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You go do that. I did this. I didn't have nothing to wear, so I didn't want to go to Jimmy Carter's funeral. And Barack needs to learn. Shut the fuck up. Who the fuck is this? Is she talking? The worst thing she could have did was got a podcast. We see everything we thought. It was confirmed. Barack Obama ain't walking around that house like this. Hey, shut the fuck up. I'm the president, bitch. I ain't going to jail. You going to get your ass whooped. That's how you talk in the house with a woman the first couple of years until you set them straight. When they realize, don't play with that nigga. He is not bullshit. The kids see too. Don't play with daddy. If the kids are being raised right, if the mama ever say something back to the daddy, they be like, mama, no. Y'all want to listen to a woman tell you about how children are supposed to be raised, but you don't want to look at what's happening out here in the streets with the children that was raised by women without a daddy. Look at what's happening. The influence of the human haters being the people who are in control of what's happening in America, is in your house full blast. The human haters run your house, dog. Your wife is ruling you under threat of calling the human haters. She'll call the police on your ass if the shit ain't going right. If your woman called the police on you, that is the ultimate act of defiance. She called the others on you. How y'all gonna make it if she got the others in here regulating your house?
Yeah,
The kids watch when the police come there. They be like, ooh, so mama can call the police on daddy. He better not say nothing to me. I'm gonna call the police on you.
Yeah, and then they get used to it and they think that's the way of life.
my mom
You know?
called the police one time. My dad was in that motherfucking living room like a motherfucker.
You almost gotta go to jail.
With the police, they came.
Oh,
Mom's still cool.
that was back in the day though.
And called the police on him. I think I was like 10.
So you saw all that.
Yes, she threw Kool-Aid.
Love his mama. He ain't finna lie on her.
Called the police. The police showed up. Smitty answered the door like, how can I help you? And his first thing is, I'm a motherfucker. I'm a veteran, okay? So I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I served in Vietnam. So everything's cool in here. So he went to shut the door and the police put their foot in the door.
They on some
So
bullshit.
Pop said, look, I'm gonna ask you one time, okay? I'm gonna ask you one time because it's my shit. Get your fucking foot out the door. He went to shut it again, and the dude still had his foot. Pops opened the door and fired on him.
Whoa.
And they all rushed in. He was fighting the police in front of me and my niece. I'll never forget that. Yeah.
Traumas.
You better
That's
pray. I'm
because
gonna
G.
tell you once again, you better pray. If you picked a woman that ain't down with you, you better pray that later in life she get up under a real one who will go down protecting principles and his family in that order.
Big facts. In that order.
In that order.
A man that's gonna protect principles and his family.
In that order.
Right.
I mean, I think it's natural to protect your family. If you're a man, it's natural. You naturally protect the young and the woman that's with you. But are your principles gonna be compromised for that pussy?
Most niggas gonna compromise their principles for pussy.
That's let me tell you who gonna do that? Niggas who weren't brought up by a man.
Right.
Niggas who weren't brought up by a man who done seen a woman get put in her place, not out of pure evilness or nothing like that, but that woman is not sane. You have to make it where she's sane enough not to fuck up with you.
That's real shit.
You have to make it where, okay, you play crazy all you want. Don't play crazy with me up in here. These kids are watching everything that happens.
It's real.
And I have to regulate because I'm the one finna go down if something happens.
But ladies too, though, you got to realize, especially if you got a boy that that becomes a man and establishes principles. If you're not keeping it real with your children, they're gonna reach an age where they realize you're full of shit.
Look at somebody say Corey wasn't brought up by a man. That's right, and I had to learn life trial by error. I was brought up by a loving mother. Loving mother. My mother loved her kids to a fault.
But you have older brother too, right?
All of them. My mama loved all us. Even the bitch that ain't shit. Yeah. I got a sister ain't about shit. Ain't about shit. I watch my mama still love her. Who's like, this bitch, do you see what this bitch did to you? That's your sister, Corey. And I'll be like, God, a mother's love is a trip.
Yeah.
It's the most beautiful thing in the world, but it can also be the worst thing in the world.
To their detriment, yeah.
You know, it's double bad luck is if your pops wasn't there and your oldest brother's gay. Because if your oldest brother's gay, that means it's a good chance that the little brother's gonna be gay. Because normally the gay older brother fucks the little brother, so you got lucky, man.
I thought we were gonna go one good show without bringing up a bitch. Oh, okay. Well,
I know a nigga that's the youngest of 9 gay brothers, man. The oldest brother.
He the youngest of 9 gay brothers?
The oldest brother is the savage.
You ever seen a baboon's ass? How it poke out? That boy had the baboon ass around the house, boy. If you got a whole bunch of brothers and you the youngest,
and they all gay,
shit has been explored.
Straight out.
Y'all should put Exploria on y'all front door. Don't nobody want to tell the truth. Everybody who tell the truth is looked at as the villain. Like, this is what I'm saying right now. I'm a bad guy to a lot of people, and I understand this is called the Lord's work. They had Jesus hung up on the cross for telling them people what they needed to hear. All of the messengers get destroyed by the people who don't want the message out there. Your male influence in your life is the most important thing to your stability in this world. The males that influence you. There's one girl who used to braid my hair when I had braids. She was telling me about in her village in Africa, the uncle raises the boys.
You have braids?
Yeah, I used to have braids.
For real?
Yeah, I got tired of looking like your shit look up there. No, I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. Your shit coming along, Craig. Don't give up on
it. Wow.
What I'm trying to tell you, the African girl said the uncle raises the boys. I'm like, what do you mean the uncle raises the boys? And then she said, the uncle never leaves their life. The man sometimes goes on and gets another family and moves on. But your uncle in that village is always there for you.
The
wife
mom's
or the
brother or the dad's brother?
I'm not sure, but she said the uncle. The uncle is the one who picks you up to take you to get your hair cut and everything. Your uncle is stability in your life. Your uncle, he always gonna be there. The man might be like, fuck you and that ugly ass boy you gave me.
Would you think so? Would it be fair to say that here in the United States, it's majority grandparents that do that, stepping in for the roles? I think it's more grandparents here.
No, this is a bitch raised society. Men act like bitches. Men don't even know how to have conflict resolution, which I think once we reach a certain age, it's a very important lesson in life that we need to know. Conflict resolution. We don't have nothing like that. We just grow up.
Because it's a strategy.
And they tell you to work. Go to school so many hours of your life, and then once you get out of school, get a...
That's how niggas, that's how so many young black men end up in jail for lack of communication skills, like conflict resolution. They'd just rather crash out and see you in court type shit. Just saying.
Job. Yeah. And then you work until you really can't do shit no more, and then you die. That's life in America, ideally.
Yeah, conflict. I took a class in college called conflict resolution strategies. It's actually like it's more than just a reaction. We do a lot of reactionary shit. Shit happens and we trying to put the pieces together. But it's a strategy where you got to sit down and implement a play. So most people ain't gonna have it. You know about the story of Shem in the Bible?
Give it to me, brother.
So there's a lady named Dinah. I think
that sounds like a bad luck bitch. Yeah. I know almost all the bitches in the Bible was some fucking awful people. Yeah. And anybody who don't know nothing about the Bible, try to read it one time. Almost all the bitches in the Bible was on bullshit.
Real shit. This one she wasn't on bullshit.
What this hoe do?
But this goes back into what you said about if you don't have a man around, because she had brothers. Mm-hmm. So what happened was she went into the city. I think the city's name is Shem. If I'm incorrect, somebody put the right city in there. She went into the city to get some shit. When she went into the city, she was raped. And
ain't had no business out there without your man. Go ahead.
She was raped. And so the dude that raped her liked her vagina so much that he convinced her father to go to her family and ask for her hand in marriage.
That motherfucker took some pussy and got sprung.
Right. So
that ain't no good nigga right there.
And basically, in retaliation, her brothers and her uncle killed the dude.
As they should.
But before he asked for the girl's hand in marriage, he went to everybody in the city because they knew that a bad thing was done, and asked everybody in the city for permission. And everybody in the city was on the rapist. They was on his side. So it took her brothers, her family, the males in her family, to be like, I don't give a fuck what them niggas in the city say. This is my sister. We about to go ride. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's so that goes back to what you said about having a male figure. You don't have a male figure and somebody to stick up for you. You know what I mean? Shit like
all that. Of the children who grew up without that solid man in their life, they missing some very valuable things during the developmental years. You're almost out there naked in the world without a real man guiding you when you are especially 2 through 10, maybe even 11. That shit, that molds you. Ages 2 through 10, you're molded into what you're going to be.
Mm-hmm. They say that's when 3 and 7 is a most important developmental age. Is pretty much you are the person you're gonna be by 7 years old.
I would imagine that sounds exactly right. So what I'm saying is this, y'all.
Yeah.
You know, we out here in this world, and it's a whole bunch of people trying to say what somebody is and what somebody ain't. Most of us
Disclaimer.
are damaged,
Yeah, matter of fact,
but
uh,
the people who find a way to make the best of
right.
themselves.
This is the disclaimer. This ain't. I mean, this ain't smoke. It's a fog machine. Sometimes it break and it overwork. So don't worry about. I mean, what y'all see over here. I mean, I'm chilling over here. I mean, see, we know what I mean, we focusing on over there right now. Know what I mean? Mm-mm-mm.
Coming from where we all come from, these are the ones that should really be admired. I mean, do you really? I'm not talking about like spoiled kids that grew up not hungry. Ain't that crazy? If you grow up with a full plate, you off balance too.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
You off balance too.
Mm-hmm.
Children that grow up with a full plate, the job as a real man from the age of 13 through 18 is probably the hardest part of your job, because you have to teach these children who can realize now you've had a full plate, but the world makes a fool out of you spoiled kids who think the world is your oyster.
I'm texting.
You got a lot of work to do with children that grew up that weren't never hungry when they're about 13 through 18, because that's when they start to realize how cold the world is. But they can hide behind money.
Well, that goes back to what you were saying earlier when you mentioned the president's name, where I brought him up, because that whole that's generation. He never had to struggle for that.
It's obvious that he didn't have to struggle for
any of
that.
that.
And on top of that, the president is a mobster. What the fuck are you talking about? This motherfucker is a mobster. That shit that happened at the Capitol is some shit that is in American history that has been played down. These motherfucking, what do they call themselves? The Who Boys?
The Proud
Boy? Yeah. Dog, that's a motherfucking mob that ain't playing with your ass.
Yeah, they come.
Do you know what a mobster is? A mobster is a motherfucker who got soldiers. Last week, they didn't realize it when she said I said something about that brother, Fat Joe. You didn't realize that you brought Fat Joe name up. Like I said something about his son, and I didn't say nothing about his son like that. But I'm like, do they know this motherfucker Fat Joe got a field mob?
For real.
Fat Joe, the king of the Puerto Rican.
Yeah, you don't think I know.
So how you gonna throw me under the bus? I was like, what the fuck is she talking about?
I just said I didn't remember verbatim, but I remember.
I'm so real with myself. I ain't stupid enough to talk crazy about Fat Joe. Fat Joe got a field mob, D. And I'm thinking, like, how D don't know that?
I just said, I do know that, but you asked me a question, and I said, I don't remember verbatim what you said, but I remember it had something to do with that when I was like, oh, no.
But that's the perfect point I'm trying to make. You don't remember what somebody said, but you say they said something.
Right.
That is what happened when people grow up under the influence of their mom.
I didn't grow up under
just a motherfucker talking.
I didn't grow up under the influence of my mother.
No, you did grow up under the influence of your mother, D. That's not true.
No, I did not. I was never around there. I had a horrible mom, but I wasn't around her. I had my dad.
Darlene, your dad raised you too. He left first.
Majority of the time. Yes, but I was with him.
And then you left when you got old enough to get away.
Which was very young, yes.
How old, D?
15.
Right. You spent 15 years with a tyrant, according to you.
No, my grandmother raised me till 3 or 4. Obviously, you didn't read the book. But
No. That ain't real. What you saying?
It is.
You was under the influence of your mother. You said you tried to burn the bed she was
right,
in.
but she was no influence, so that's ain't
That
influence.
means you was
Yes,
over
I
her
did.
house.
Got a tempt on your record? Oh.
Yes, I did. No, because she was too scared of me at that point. She didn't.
I bet you Corey, you one of the most brave motherfuckers I know, right?
I'm just screaming.
Well, thank you, I guess. I don't want no drama.
No, I'm just saying, as far as speaking your mind, like I feel like if you had to give the speech to change the world and you knew it was a possibility you would get assassinated, I feel like you one of them niggas that would step out there and still get a speech.
I mean, I want to live as long as my body allows me to live.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm committed to doing the Lord's work.
Yeah.
And the Lord's work come with the meek not feeling you. I get it when people don't like me. I don't walk around. I'm not mad at nobody that don't like me. But I will say this on the mountaintop. Most of the people that don't want to hear what I got to say is the people who really need to listen to what I got to say.
Yeah.
Most of them motherfuckers, oh, he shut the fuck up. Save yourself. Look at the position you're in.
I know I got a question that you won't answer.
That you won't answer? You
I
said?
know I got a question you won't answer because
I'll answer any question. Want me to tell you what? I ain't never been intimate with a nigga. I ain't embarrassed about shit else.
Yeah. No, I'm saying because this is every man. See, a man's mind, our mind.
My dick don't work like it used to.
Right.
What else?
When the last time you thought about killing somebody?
All the motherfucking time. All the motherfucking time.
That's some real shit.
Because we you know, the older you get, the less fear you have.
Right.
To get rid of a motherfucker up off, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there are people who try me.
Yeah, but
That's why I be by myself.
Yeah.
I really be like, God, I'm going to run from it.
Yeah.
I don't want
excuse me.
to snap. I buy things.
Right.
And I be wanting to motherfucking snap, crackle, pop, if you dig what I'm saying.
No, for sure.
Just to show a motherfucker. I ain't bullshitting. But I try to fit in as a citizen because I got work to do.
Yeah.
I'm a citizen in training. I want to be able to save some. And I think I save a lot, to be quite honest. It's just I don't get credit for that. I get credit for being somebody who started mess and stuff like that. But
somebody say it's in the blood. He from Chicago. No, love and respect to Chicago. I think any man that's out here trying to do anything that's righteous in a way, that crosses his mind because people always play you close. They always try to test the water to see if they can frazzle whatever work you're trying to do, you know? So
they train to play you close.
Yeah.
Right.
We ain't got nobody. God, I'm telling you, man, the rite of passage that's not in our community is destroying us.
Amen. We got 5 people in here right now. We gonna could I at least get 5 likes? Man? Can I at least get some thumbs up in the chat? Man? People just I think come on, man. I'm actually taking
when the men get a certain age, they're supposed to be taken out of the village.
Working. You know what I'm saying, you could pay me in thumbs up. We cool. I mean, it costs nothing. It's gonna cost you nothing later not to be a hater. Just leave it. I mean,
and taught how to earn their spot in the village. If we ain't got that, what we got? We just got a whole bunch of motherfuckers out here bullshitting. Why they bullshitting? Because they don't know what else to do. They watched their mama growing up. Their mama bullshitted. Let me know if you see, because what's her name coming over here tonight? Charles coming over tomorrow. But Bill over here tonight.
Ugh.
Don't nobody want to admit that they saw their mama with multiple niggas.
Man.
Don't nobody want to admit it. Because you love your mama. You will kill a motherfucker over your mama.
Well, I've never loved mine, so I don't know. I've never.
We can tell you don't love your mama. But what I'm saying is,
all she did was give birth to me. That was it. All she did was give birth to a baby. That was it.
That's some absurd shit.
What? Say that again.
So yeah, we all kill for your mama, but would you bite a nigga to death for your mama if you didn't have no gun, no hands?
That's what animals do.
Yeah,
we animals.
Yeah, you want to try and protect somebody.
Hey, let me tell you something. I know some areas if you bite a motherfucker, you can render him helpless.
So you'll bite a nigga jugular out his neck for your mama.
If I can get to the juggler,
Yeah.
the juggler, this, if you got a grip on this,
Well,
that
yeah.
nigga got to let go and pray. Where else is a vital part that if you had to bite, would you bite it?
It'll make you backdoor you if you bite that part.
What if you
That's
get in a
it.
fight with a
What,
dude
the neck?
and he on top of you, and you can render him helpless if you bite his nuts? Will you bite them nuts to get him up off you?
I'd rather get knocked out by a nigga than bite his nuts.
Yeah, but you guys
I'd
are
rather
talking.
lose a fight than bite a man's nuts.
I'll rip them nuts off his sack.
You're talking again.
If we in war and we fighting and I can get to them nuts with my teeth,
Right.
I won the fight.
If it
Because
means
that
your
motherfucker
survival,
is finna roll over and die probably when I do this. Ah!
I'm saying.
You remember Bird, rest in peace?
Who is
Bird,
Bird?
he used to be at the Improv.
Yeah, I know Bird.
I seen that nigga do one of the coldest moves in a fight he was losing, and he won the fight because of this. We was at the Comedy Store. He was on that hill. You know that hill at the Comedy Store? He got into a fight with this big old buff nigga. The big buff nigga slammed him and was on top of him. Bird is on his back. He grabbed the nigga's chest like his shirt, brought him in closer, reached around his head. It looked like he was about to get him in a headlock, but he didn't. He fish hooked his cheek
And then pulled
and
his
he
weight.
ripped that nigga cheek off his face.
You can fuck somebody up if you grab this.
Oh my God.
The ear come right
God.
off. You know that, right?
He was getting his ass whooped up until that point. The dude he was screaming, oh, big swole ass. Oh, man.
Yeah, because this shit got to be rewired and healed in a way where he's still gonna be like this.
Well, 50
Rest in peace, Bird.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, stroke face for real.
Oh, no.
He can't eat no pussy
Nah.
for about 6 months.
It's going to be a sloppy mess.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen.
That motherfucker got to lick pussy real soft. He can't do nothing but that.
They can't whistle no more.
Oh, man.
That nigga whistling days is over with.
Right.
man.
That nigga ain't eating no more Cheetos.
Yeah, but when you're trying to protect somebody else, a loved one, or even
Yeah.
yourself, you can't really say what you think you wouldn't do. You're going to do whatever
No
it
more
takes to
jawbreakers
survive.
either.
Somebody say y'all ain't gangster. You right. I ain't
Nah,
gangster.
hell.
I tell the world I ain't gangster.
But neither was Jeffrey Dahmer, and he used to eat niggas.
Right.
What that mean?
Let me tell y'all something about that scary motherfucker.
Yeah,
That scary motherfucker, dog. Not only will he pull it, he'll get away with it because he was scared and he told you he was scared. Because that's really what you're supposed to do whenever you get ready to get in. Hey, man, I'm scared, man. I don't want no problem. You just gave somebody a
Yeah. And you got to worry about somebody that says they're
Well, somebody-
scared.
right.
That means they're going to protect them. You don't know what they're going to do.
Hey, dog. Scary motherfuckers, dog. Especially as you, like I say, when you older and you've been in this world a long time, man, the fears that you had as a young man go away, dog.
yeah.
You ain't scared of nothing no more once you get, if you've been out here long enough, you done seen enough death where ain't nothing moving you no more. When you done seen your people in a box
man.
on occasions,
Several, yeah.
what the fuck is you scared of?
Yeah. Or taking
You
care-
already know.
Yeah.
I got a date coming too for that box.
Or if you took care of one of your parents up until that very second,
Yeah,
where you had to take care, bathe them,
Or
change
if you
them,
burned
all
them in the
that.
bed. You ain't scared of shit.
That's right. I was protecting myself. Rosie wasn't shit. She's in hell right now. So
Darlene got a hell of a story. That's why I got so much patience with Darlene. Y'all sleep on what Darlene been through out here.
well, don't worry, I won't hurt you, Corey. Don't worry, I won't hurt you.
Look at that picture up there, D.
I won't hurt you,
There
Corey.
you go, D.
No, I wasn't smiling like that, and I was older.
That's Shannon Sharp bitch right there.
Thank God the house didn't burn. Oh my God.
That's Shannon Broad right there.
I mean, speaking of Shannon Sharp, since we brought it up, I'm just saying, I am not happy this brother is going through what he's going through.
Oh, it's
But I hope the brother realized that he has a disorder. But what is his disorder? What do you think is wrong with Shannon Sharp, Craig?
You want me to say it for real?
Man,
think
please
his
don't
disorder
hold
is
back.
Sprungness.
What do you think is wrong with the brother?
I think Shannon Sharp is immature.
Oh, good. There you go.
I think he's immature. I think athletes, specifically athletes who were as good as him and have been successful as long as him, have a delusion about life where they think life is what life should reflect anything that doesn't fuck with their ego. So like they, some motherfuckers only accept truth to a certain level because it's too uncomfortable. Certain people want you to be in a certain pocket. He just used to everybody catering to him. Like even the fact that we can't crack jokes on him unless he views us. Like if we was NFL cats cracking jokes on Shannon, it wouldn't be no problem. we wouldn't be hating. But since socially we would be viewed as beneath him economically, we can't even crack jokes and do what we do for a career without, you know, people on that level getting sensitive or thinking we haters. So I just think he's shielded by his success, and it makes him weak, in my opinion.
Hey,
Yeah.
you could set him up whenever y'all ready. He could just come in or whatever. It's all good. We just got to scoot over a little bit. Then you got to get closer to me.
Oh man, not really.
What do you think is wrong with your boyfriend crush?
That ain't no boyfriend. Goodness sake.
Your
Anyway,
crush. He's a crush
that's
of
too
yours.
bad.
There's nothing to be embarrassed about.
I'm not embarrassed. I'm furthest from
you won't
embarrassed.
send in the thumb through.
I could help fix that. I could fix his speech impediment. No, I just think he's a good looking guy for his age and everything, his shape and
What
everything.
up, dog?
He's a handsome fella. But I think he's just I think he's too gullible and too trusting with that young girl. I'm like, what was he thinking?
Craig, scoot over a little bit.
He allowed too much to happen.
Y'all have set the cameras up where they work, right?
Too trusting.
We got the brother. I want him to answer this question too. We got somebody that was gonna be here last week, but he came this week, and we always glad to have him.
Oh, excuse me.
It was a pop lock competition. One
Right.
first place.
Come on, sit down here, y'all. Welcome, brother Rizza Islam, to the show. Brother Rizza, you all right? Always got that smooth ass hair, boy. God damn, I'm gonna get some Murrays. I'm finna get me some Murrays and lay my shit down, man. God damn it.
You too.
Rizza, see if you could jump in on this question, bro.
Yes, sir.
What do you think the brother Shannon Sharp's problem is? What do you think his problem is? Why is he jammed up right now, in your opinion, brother? I know that hit you. Do you need a minute? You want me to go first, or you want to go?
You can go ahead.
Okay, good. I don't want to put it, because I always try to make sure brother Rizza Islam stays neutral. So that's why I'm going to speak my piece, and then I'm sure it'll give him time to gather his thoughts. You won't be neutral?
Oh,
Okay. Well, listen. No, do you want to go into that first? You don't trust the who? Okay, why don't you trust her?
Okay.
What about albinos?
Here we go, Craig. You know what, Craig?
The certified Caucasian white woman, I don't trust. And that is because throughout history, her position has been to cause a circumstance and deny that it has ever happened. Deny that she was the cause of it, pretend that she's the victim. This is how this goes. Take down a big black man and pretend, hey, I had nothing to do with it. Or
She taught the sisters that, though, right?
Yes.
Because they talk about this a white woman.
There are a number of
I'm
women-
talking about all the women I know act like they don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah,
And they was the orchestrator
Margaret
of the
Sanger?
bullshit.
I was going, brother.
Yeah,
They
Margaret
said the
Sanger.
mic is off, I think.
It's on now?
Okay, good.
Yes,
Go ahead, Rizza. Let me let you land. My bad.
So the basic thing is we have to stop pretending that in 2025 that the feminist movement is equal for all women. All right, number one. So when it comes to this circumstance, Shannon Sharp is being taken down because he's messing with a young girl. Number one, beyond his young age limit. Number two, it is a white woman, so they always have that card. Their cousin is normally a police officer. Their uncle is normally a judge. Their grandfather is some high-ranking official. They can always pull that card and take you down no matter how high you go. So that's the first thing you need to understand is if you're going to go into that system, just be mindful, no matter what she says, no matter how comfortable she makes you think she is with you. Keep your receipts and record if that's the lifestyle you want to live. If that's where you're going, then you need to protect yourself. The reality is you should not go in that direction. Now, on the other end, there are a lot of black women who do the same. This is the reason why I said the feminism circumstance is not equal. But there are a lot of them who do these things because they have been removed from their name, language, culture, religion, God. They don't know who the hell they are. And so they're taking on the identity of who they think is the winner. The white woman has been looked at as the winner. So they take on that mentality, those actions, those behaviors. Right now, it is a competition to see how many people can get with a man, sue the man, lie on a man, and get a paycheck. That's a new job description for a lot of women nowadays.
Man, will you
Right.
please say that one
It's
more
just a
time
job
so they don't
description.
miss that?
A lot of people don't want to work. So a lot of women now have literally looked at how can I get with a man with a lot of money, make it seem as though everything that he's saying is cool. I love him. I'm comfortable with him. And then just lie on him, say he raped me, sue him, and get a lot of money. Quick come up, or get a baby, because that's the old school tactic. Get a baby that's 18 years of free rent, free everything. Boom. This is very sick. Now, I don't like having to say this, but this is the truth. Brittany Renner said that. She outlined it very, very clearly. She said, well, if y'all want to just have 18 years of just free everything, get with one of these dumb athletes and get pregnant by them. This is what she said. She said it out loud. It is a business now. The problem is, if you're a big black man who became successful like our brother, be careful, because a lot of them are placed around you and you think that you are above the system. You will always be checked by them. That was a play from the beginning. What the hell is wrong with you being with a sister that is, or a white woman in particularly, between the age of 19 and 25, and you're up in your 50s? No, I mean, like, realistically, what are you doing?
Well, I think the reason that he has true conversations with a woman who is a child to him, the reason you have a true conversation, besides being lame, and that ain't no diss, that's a real word, besides being lame, not knowing, is because you are in self-conflict at a very high level. Why in the world would you have a conversation with a fucking kid you fucking? I mean, she's grown, but I'm saying, what are you talking to her about? What are you talking to a girl who's 20 and Caucasian about, and you're an elderly black man? He really thought them muscles made him something special. You a old sucker, dude. Every bitch I fuck that's under 30, every time they begin conversation with me, I'm like, wait, I just passed my cover out here. Now shut the fuck up and let me go through this chain without conversation. I don't have conversation for a younger woman. If I got you about 20 years, you here for a purpose. And that purpose is not to conversate with me. How much extra to be quiet and get naked so I can go when I'm through?
But they got firmer vaginas.
This is a fact.
So, I mean, I understand why he's doing it, but it's
a young,
I don't
wet.
think it's that.
Know the rules of the game you're playing.
What is the rules of the game?
Know the rules of the game you are playing.
Help us,
you
brother.
know the system that you are dealing with. This is 2025. Everything's recorded, number one. Number two, lawsuits being tossed out here like candy. Be mindful. Number three, protect yourself. If you live in this janky type of lifestyle, frivolous, where you have no discipline, you want to have sex with everybody, promiscuous, okay, you have something called NDAs, non-disclosure agreements. That's what people do. Protect yourself. If you want to be this, just like this, because I don't get it, brother.
I ain't trying to cut you off, RZA, but do you have to, I hope you come up with the words as I say this to the people.
Yes.
You cannot be embarrassed to broker sex.
right.
And it
You
sounds
simply can't think that you smooth as hell because you swole with a cat suit on talking to Cat Williams.
You're a mark.
but wasn't he already? He was already.
You had on a
Like a
cat
target.
suit
Well, yeah.
while you was
Hood
talking to
and
Cat.
specific. You're a target.
But he was already paying. He was already paying.
But can I tell you something? Are we gonna miss this point? If I'm talking to RZA and I got on my sweatsuit that is fitting like a cat suit, I am gonna be like, hey, brother RZA, let me change before I holler at you. Now, I'm saying, is it me who thinks like that and I'm weird, or is that appropriate? I shouldn't be talking to you in tights, RZA.
Not at all.
Look at this picture.
Big fat.
I should not be looking at you like, hey, man, so what's up?
He got a nipple ring too, man.
He flirting with that man. Everybody he have on them suits with, he flirting with him.
When you get to a certain level, you have comfort in the homosexual atmosphere.
Explain that, please.
There's a comfort that this is where there's a threshold that people cross, and really, for some of them, it's very slow how it becomes gradually. Normally, when they start getting into the millionaire or this, I believe it's the millionaire status around certain people, sports, movies and film, things of that nature, the black men start to become less masculine. You were saying this earlier. They start crossing their legs more. They start wearing more tight-fitted clothing. they talk softer. Their wrist starts to get a little looser. I've noticed this every single time,
right?
To fit in, to make people not uncomfortable with their masculinity. People can feel the energy when you walk in the room. Less threatened. You have to be, because if I'm going to be a threat, that's less paychecks, less money, less success that I'm going to get. I'm going to go higher at a less trajectory. If I'm going to be accepted, I have to be broken in every way. How I dress, how I walk, how I talk, how I look. I'm laughing at every joke. I'm bucking my eyes. I'm cheesing, laughing at every single thing that's not funny, because I want to get that check. And it happens every single time. I watch it. Every time. And whether if you're an actor, whether if you're an athlete, you're trying to get that new contract, it doesn't matter what it is. And I watched it with not only Shannon, but many different people. And my only question is, thinking nowadays, it's 2025, we have ways of making our own money. We have ways of being independent to become millionaires independently. We don't even need them. Right. So why do y'all keep doing this? And then you get mad when you get caught up with the same circumstance, same system, same everything, same outcome. Many of them think they can outsmart this system.
Well, everybody is not wise enough to move up. There are people who are going to stay at the level they're at or even lower. This is what we have to face. Everybody is not going to be elite. There are people out here that are going to shine my fucking shoe. You were born to do this. If you're 40, shining my shoe, 40 and up, don't ever try to be nothing more. If you shining shoes at 40 plus, you are a shoe shiner. And nobody wants to say this stuff. But I'm smart enough to realize that don't mean you're a bad person. It just means when you try to be like me, because there's a lot of people that don't like me because they try to be like me. They come around me. They do everything I do. And they won't say, I don't like you because it ain't working for me. They find another reason to not like me.
Of course.
But what I'm saying is, we have to realize everybody is not going to be elite. I hate that Shannon is he's so fucked up with who he is. He's actually having a conversation with a young woman that he's paying for sex as if she's his friend.
Let's just make it very clear, brother.
You know what you did to me? Yeah, she gonna keep doing shit to you. You are old, goofy nigga who think you the shit.
Yeah, he sounded like a little.
I'm gonna choke you, black man, choke white woman.
Brother, when I saw that slave talk,
I know that.
When I saw them slave terminologies with that whole, I want you to put a big black baby in me. I said that she got him.
That was role playing like that. What kind of man?
No, I mean it was scary because I knew he didn't realize.
But what we ain't bold enough to talk about, RZA, Craig, Darlene, this is what we ain't bold enough to talk about. As a man, do you know what kind of discipline you have to have when you get boss money?
Come on, brother.
And not fuck who you want to fuck?
Come on, brother.
The discipline has to be through the roof, because if you got paper, you fuck the bitches you want to fuck. If you got paper, the world is your oyster. So what can we do, Brother RZA? When we got money to walk amongst the have-nots, the attractive have-nots, because that's what she is, right? I'm gonna let you have it first, Craig and D, because I know RZA gonna be long-winded with it, because we need this information.
I ain't been in a long time, yo. I ain't been in a long time.
Like Shannon Sharp, like you see him right there. Yes. To me, he looks like me and him the same age, probably. I'm 55. If I'm fucking that girl right there, I know I ain't shit to her. But do she know she ain't shit to me? I'm going to make that very clear. And we're not going to play with each other. I buy pussy from you. Stop asking me if we going to the mall together. Here go the money, you go to the mall. Get what the fuck you going to get. I can't be seen with you. There's older bitches out there. I need to see me through. I can't be out there with you. But I'm saying, what do we do? Craig, I know if you got $100 million in the bank, you gonna fuck bitches and get a hair transplant. I already know it. I already know it. Discipline. Why? You see how you got that one little braid pulled to the side? I know what that is, Craig. You see it, D? Look at it. It's like the lining right there.
There we go.
But what do you do when it's nothing? These girls will be like, Like, don't nobody be getting $25,000 a cheek. Motherfucking the average girl, they south of Wilshire.
But she already knew he was a mark. That's why she said that.
Right. They want a couple of dollars where they can make sure their utilities are on point. And I am one who takes advantage of the fact that I got that couple of dollars for you. Now I don't want no young girl like that as a friend I talk to. I would broker something like that if I was going after something like that, because I don't want to be manipulated with her voice, because I'll be like, look, little bitch, I ain't stupid. I know what it is.
Yeah.
Pull that monkey out. Let me do what I do. How much it costs to put tape on your mouth? That's what I tell her. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you, baby. I want your body. I want to wash up looking at you. I want you in the bathroom when I'm washing up. I want to be looking at you. And while I hang that rag up on, wherever I hang it up on.
There goes Shannon. That's Howlin' Wolf right there.
What, you stupid. Oh, boy, you stupid, dog. That's real.
Yeah, that's Howlin' Wolf. That's a blue.
Man, we all get this to Abe, but not Ill, and tell him to put that picture up there. That's a blues singer.
Yeah, legend. Howlin'
I think Shannon needs to see this, because I know he's watching the show. Fuck that nigga court.
No,
I'll beat his ass.
I think the problem is status. Okay, yeah, status.
Here, take it.
We only really acknowledge a couple different relationship statuses. Can you say status plural? Is it status? I don't think so.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Say statuses.
It's
It's for my audience.
Got married, right?
Correct.
But back in the day, they had a classification called a concubine.
Correct.
Okay, a concubine is not a wife, but she's a woman that's a part of the man's life, and she's there for sexual purposes, and she can also bear children. The man's responsibility is to house her, clothe her, and make sure she's taken care of, but she doesn't have the status of a wife.
What's up, Miss Lips?
Yeah, the issue is we have concubines who are being assigned wife status. So shit is out of order. You know what I mean? So, like Solomon, he had 600, was it 600 concubines? 700?
Yeah, between
Like, that's a
700.
normal thing in some societies.
He was a boss.
To have a living bitch you can fuck on when you tired
With your
of
girl.
Yeah, so that's the problem.
I mean, I want to talk about that next, but I'm saying, like, D, did you keep your thought? I know
did.
it's been a while.
I
Go
did.
ahead, give it to us, D. We don't
No.
really like when you talk.
700.
Go ahead, D.
What happened?
We don't like when you talk.
Oh, so you're speaking for everybody? He said
No.
we.
That's
Okay.
700.
Anyway.
D, what I'm saying, we don't really want you to say.
my
No, I'm
God,
fucking with you.
precise.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
precise. Jesus. The levels, the sound.
King Solomon, let's talk about that. 700 concubines. What, bruh, it's 365 days in the year. You running around with 700 bitches. Where you got time? Where do you have time, my brother? Like, that's a lot of flat back fucking right there, boy. He was dropping a Wally put dick pot in them head top, boy. I'm telling you, that's crazy. 700. King Solomon was a beast.
Sound level of this man's voice. Anyway, what I was going
See, we really I'm just fucking with you.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry.
What?
Go ahead,
I'm
D.
fucking with
No,
you, D.
I don't now see now I lost. I don't remember the guy's name who said it, but there was another fella who was in the same business, right? A football player. And he's recently made a nice a comment by saying you would think that because of where he came from, that he'd have got all that out the way. Because look, he was in the NFL.
Yeah.
And I thought about it and I was like, gosh darn it, you're right. So there's it.
That's somebody who don't know what they're talking about.
No,
When
no,
your
but
when your
then the
penis
money level.
functions, you still want Bombay shit. And
Well,
if you can
of
afford
course.
it, you're gonna go for
Right,
it.
but that kind of behavior and all that, and just thinking you can get away with it. When you've got the contracts coming up, when you've got a certain level, when you see that you're making more money than you say you did when you were in the NFL, so why would you now jeopardize that?
Well,
So
see, I'll say it this way because he definitely had enough experience from all those years, so he knows that this is not new. But I will say he was caught up in a honey trap. Okay, now, in a honey trap, also known as love traps, it is an Israeli tactic. It's an Israeli Mossad agent governmental tactic
Ooh, we get some deep shit.
where people are set up with agents. Women are set up to be around you, right? They're agents. They have a mark. They're given your folder. This is the person, let's say it's Craig. Okay, Craig Smith, this is where he lives, this is what he likes, the common places he eats, how he dresses, what his show is, what are his likes, his dislikes, what kind of food, all this stuff. They're given a folder. This is very real. And they study it. They learn everything about you. And they go to the common places where you normally are. Then they start to finish your sentences for you. They start to bring you things. And I saw you over there, like this, man. I like the way you talk, man. That joke is funny, etc.
Intention bombing.
Intention, all that, love bombing. And
right,
so you get caught in that. Next thing you know, they have you in the bed with them. Next thing you know, you're involved with them. Now they're around you in your life and all this. And you're like, damn, I love this woman. All of a sudden, and then boom. Oh, he raped me. Oh, boom. You had $100 million contract coming down the line. I'm suing you for $50 million. That was a mark hit. That is a honey trap, love trap, Israeli Mossad tactic. It is very real. Happens all the time. Now, whether or not she directly was instructed to do that, she did that. She's an OnlyFans individual, which means money is the first thing. I'm using men's lust for me to get money. I'm going to go after a big fish. Shannon Sharp, making a lot of money. I've been hanging around with him. Let me see how much money I can get out of this man. $100 million contract. If I say rape now, I can get at least half of that. This is very real. It is a business. And one thing I don't want us to misunderstand is that just because a lot of these individual females are OnlyFans models doesn't mean they're unintelligent. They're very intelligent. They're very calculated with what they're doing. How do you think these women feel going up here showing their bodies for $5.99 a month, $10.99, whatever their damn price is? They know this is going to be on the internet forever. They know it's going to be out there. They know they've already factored that in, most of them. They know. But once they get to a certain caliber where they're invited to these back house parties, they're around certain celebrities and artists, they get dressed a certain way, they get the BBLs done, they get dressed up, fitted, all of that just to catch the attention of certain people who they've been planning to get for a very long time. This is intentional. I'm not going to pretend as if, it just happens. These Negroes are targeted.
Right.
And they're open to be targeted. They make themselves targeted. The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, in the last days, it is our righteousness that will sustain us. Meaning, if your discipline is not on point and in check, you will not be able to see the agents, the snakes in the field. You won't be able to see them because you're so caught up in the nostalgia. I feel so good. Oh, I'm feeling good. I'm successful and all that. And they just sitting there like, I'm about to take this nigga down.
Okay,
you don't even know.
Darlene. Yeah. I want y'all to look at this text strand right here. Okay, this is the picture I got.
Okay.
From a young lady, right?
Okay.
It's the setup picture, right?
Oh.
Dang,
All this stuff.
So bad.
What does that last paragraph say? Will you read that out loud, D?
Oh,
What does that last
Here,
paragraph
let's see.
say?
The entire thing?
Just read that last paragraph.
Hey there, I hope you are well. I can't tell you anything now, but I need an initial investment of $11.05 upfront
She
plus
used the word
optional
investment.
10 to 50 per month for tools. The business plan is built, but I need to protect it before I share. What?
Brother.
I don't know this bitch. I ain't never slept with her. It's just I saw her one day.
I don't know
She
this.
did the shit like you said, almost as if she had a folder. Corey Holcomb, woo. I'm like, yeah. Well, I do this, I do that. Okay, take my number down and we can get you to do this. I'm a nigga, so I am trying to see who she is. I couldn't wait for this text. This is about 4 months in the making.
Whoa.
Before she finally came out the bag.
Brother, you need a buffer between you and everybody else.
Oh, I don't need no buffer because my response to this is going to let her know everything she needs to know. This is what I tell bitches like that. Listen, I am financially celibate. I'm hoping you can help me out.
You know what?
My condition has been around since I met you. But after a couple of sessions, maybe I can be healed. This is how I respond to people like that. Not you, Rizzy. You ain't that type of guy.
Well, you
but
got your-
I
yeah.
want to help her help herself by helping me. I need her to help herself by helping me. God blessed her with a throat. God blessed her with a vagina. God blessed her with breasts. I ain't no asshole man really and shit, even though I play with an asshole while I'm waiting on my dick to get hard again.
Oh,
but
oh.
there are things you can do to help yourself, but I'm not a trick who wants much conversation with you. All my texts will be direct to what I want from you and what I expect from you. We had a girl who some people might remember her. She was from Detroit. And this girl thought she was finna get close to me. I don't know why bitches think I just let bitches I don't know come hang with me. You don't get to hang with me. You get to earn a couple of dollars with me. That's what's there for you. I'm not proud of it. You think I want to help bitches? Well, that's not true. I want to help them. But I don't want to help them get out the hole. I want to help them maintain the hole they in. I don't want them to go lower and be homeless. I want them to be able to pay the low income rent that they pay, and they can earn that pay by submitting what they have. And we all know what you have to offer. There's nothing else you got. What else can you give
It was
me?
a video, but I almost played it. I almost hit that thing.
You want to play a video? You should play it.
No, what is she doing? I don't want
Watch this. Just
lower the
sit the
volume.
video.
Lower the volume.
It don't matter. She don't say nothing. That's what girls do now. You see that? Like
Oh, that's scary. She thinks that's cute. That's
Right.
That's
That's right.
creepy.
but does
She's
it,
creepy.
Hold on, RZA. I'm so glad
Pulls
you're
like
here,
that.
brother.
That's
Because you could
creepy.
be my little therapist.
Yes, sir.
Am I just as evil as them because I like when they realize that it's not going to work on me? I wait on that moment. When fuck you then. I be like,
Yeah, that's.
that was so therapeutic. I wanted to see you lose it so bad because you thought you were slicker than me. You're slicker than me. I don't have a lot of people up under me, so does that make me just as bad as them? Crew, y'all can tell me.
Not as bad, but definitely enabling the
Thank you,
situation
yeah.
is,
Well, there
is
you
not a
go.
good thing at
There
all,
you
brother.
go.
And you know that it's not a good thing at all. But Corey knows the rules of the game he's playing, and he chooses to play the game.
There you
He
go.
just chooses to be a step ahead of the crazy by being crazy.
All the women that I deal with has answered a text like, man, that pussy was good. Don't you like giving me that pussy? I always send texts like that. So I have stuff to prove. Look, I've been fucking this bitch for years, goddamn. Now, I ain't smashed that one in particular, and I don't think I will smash after I send this text. I'm finna send her because she finally got bold enough to ask for something. And most of the time, when you tell them what they can earn, their pride makes them be like, no, I'm not a whore. But you are a whore. You just want me to make it sound better.
In that way, I will say, at least by you blatantly saying what it is, people need to hear the truth at a certain point, one way or the other.
In other words, he's
but-
not beating around the bush. He's being
yeah,
pretty frank.
if you are being what we refer to as a savage, and you are telling the person this is savagery, we involved in savagery. You a savage, I'm a savage. Stop acting like we're not savages. This is the rules of the game of being a damn savage. Okay, I can respect that. I don't respect being a savage, but at least you know it and you're telling the person this is what we're doing.
Okay.
All right.
I got
be honest
bitches set up around the city where if me and you
Do your
don't
best
get
not to
along
be a
that
damn
night,
savage.
I probably got within a 5 to 10 mile radius somewhere else to go. The girl I used to fuck on Crenshaw used to be so mad at me because I'm not gonna lie, I never was able to have a strong, intimate night with her. But women on Crenshaw have to realize I got a lot of bitches on Crenshaw. And there's people's house that's closer to me than yours. By the time I get to you, I'm sleepy. And I can't spend the night because ain't no parking around your house.
Take it up.
They got what they call it. They got unwritten contracts that things that people do that basically are them agreeing to certain things. Like, so one thing you could do, make her eat off the floor. Any woman that'll eat off the floor
Oh Lord, can I?
is
now you're talking about Arabian, that Dubai stuff that they do.
What is that? Y'all know about that? I don't know nothing
Oh,
about
now
that.
you're gonna school him and give him the game.
man.
I don't care if she eat
No,
off
that's
the floor, because
before-
one thing about me,
Oh my
that's-
I'm not a
that's what Greg was talking
kisser. I don't like to kiss in the mouth.
no. Next time you take it,
Boy.
Unfortunately, I eat your pussy before I kiss you.
Oh,
grab a handful of her food. and
That make
grab-
me a savage. I don't care. But I can't. If I see a bitch eat off the floor, goddammit, it's gonna turn me off. I'm already
I don't think
trying to find a way to pull this off anyway.
yeah, I just ate a cricket and the man is all
that's
Yeah, D,
the
you eat crickets in front of me.
so.
performance.
Show Shannon you eat crickets. He might answer the phone. D, what's up?
I don't want him like that. Anyway, listen, I have something else to say. I had heard, and I believe
He gonna be like, D, I got $25 a cheek for you.
No, what Shannon gonna do is throw D the dildo and say, "Try me out, bitch. I got you beat."
Right.
No. Anyway,
Hurt me if you can.
Go ahead, D.
no, I as far I heard that he actually there's some sort of a connection as well to that Busby guy, because back when that Deshaun Watson stuff was going on, didn't Shannon, he represented some of the women, Busby. So there was, and Shannon spoke all this mess. So there's some interesting.
That's another connection.
Yeah, there's
Yes.
some interesting connections to that whole
Busby
thing
ain't no joke.
because
Why is he not a joke?
Busby didn't got people missing.
I mean, he's representing so many people coming up in the big puffy case. He's representing a lot of people. He's
like
busy
Sean
right now.
Holly. He's like a more advanced Sean Holly.
These are, as you say it all the time, these are vultures looking for a come up, brother. And they work together. They get on phones, conferences, they go and meet with each other and say, this is what's going to happen. All right. You don't have to pay me up front. I'll get paid on the back end. I'm going to go after this individual. Yeah, I'm going to go after this individual, right? He has all this money. Don't even worry about it. I will put the case together. You cry, you give me whatever, and then I get paid on the back end. All right, I get 20 million, you get 10, 15, good. This is really what they do.
Oh, I know, brother.
It is a conspiracy, meaning two or more individuals coming together to
It's
do something that
validated
is
when
wicked.
you say it.
Brother, it's very real. This is why you don't see me with nobody. I'm married, damn it.
Hello.
You are,
I'll make
RZA,
that
and I
very
can honestly
clear.
say I only
No.
see you with your wife.
Facts.
And you know what's fucked up about me?
Mhm.
I be praying one day I catch you slipping. Like,
Wow.
That's crazy, brother.
Well, if I catch you slipping, boy, it's oh.
That
We're
is
gonna catch RZA with a Christian woman. Like,
What?
Uh-oh.
what are you doing?
I'm gonna walk up right to. I know you ain't out here. Fuck it up. Huh?
that is funny.
Yeah.
With a tambourine.
Oh boy,
That is funny. That is funny.
you set the scale too high, brother. You can't fuck up. Your life is based around this truth that you bring, just like my life is based around the truth I bring. I ain't got no shame who I am,
Look,
even though I want to be better.
Not only can't I,
Yeah, right.
I'm just saying,
What's up, boy?
not only can I don't want to.
You don't want to what?
I have no interest in that, bro.
Don't let me sit a bitch at you, RZA. Now you still a man, and I know you
I'm
work
a
out
flex.
and you healthy. I will test your resolve if you keep fucking with me. I love you, brother. That's why I don't never do nothing. But do not let me sit in these bitches. I know. At your age.
Brother.
I know a bitch so bad who dance, RZA. Oh my God, boy. That bitch
Do
get
you
your ass.
think-
She'll be like, RZA, I
Brother,
know you.
Corey, do you think that at my events, I don't get every other sister who comes up, Brother Reason, 5150? You think I don't get that?
Oh, I know you
All
get
the
it.
time. And shout out to our brothers and our sisters from 5150. They show up all the time, brother.
They
My
love
events
you.
always- And I love them as well. But I want you to know, I've seen this. I can't play that game,
You
bro.
can see it.
No, I
I'm
know
not- I'm
you
not
are
interested in
strong,
playing it.
brother,
I'm
but
good.
you're not stronger than the game.
Yes, he is. When people want what they want, they're gonna.
Don't fuck with me.
Look at this one. Look at this friend. That's a good friend, right? No.
I appreciate that though, Corey.
Yeah,
I appreciate.
right.
He wants to know how real it is, brother. Just know there are brothers out here who genuinely got it all out before marriage.
And they want and just want that.
Got it. I'm good. When I
You
say
a young man.
I'm
How old are you,
35.
RZA?
I'm 35,
RZA, let me tell you
brother.
something, boy.
I'm good.
It's a cold world out here, these hoes I know.
I know. I've been.
And I
accused,
know you ain't weak, so I would have to send the very best bitch your way. But I would never do that to you because I love you. I root for you, man. You my hero.
I appreciate
I
that.
fuck with you like that.
And I'll continue to make
I'll
you
be
proud
like,
in that regard.
look, RZA is one of our leaders in the community. But it's some cold hoes out here in these streets, boy. I'm telling you
Wow.
that. That's all I'm saying. It's cold
Well,
hoes.
I have 2 events coming up here in LA on Friday. And
That's why
Saturday.
you here. You
So
want to
you
tell
go
them
ahead
now?
and you can send
that's
them
not
all
how I would
because they're
do
going to
it.
get educated.
Send Miss Lipstead.
Miss Lips,
Well-
she showed up with a tennis racket and a birthday cake. Hey, RZA.
Lips to get the job done.
And I was going to tell you, see, another thing, I've had a lot of experiences, brother, at a young age. I've been accused of raping a woman at 16 who I
Really?
never met in my life.
Wow.
I've been accused of raping a woman in my 20s.
Wow.
I've been through it enough. I've seen men's life destroyed. I've seen it. I'm like, no, sir. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I
can
take
relate to
pictures.
that.
I take pictures a certain way. I don't go to certain places because of how things are. I don't
Of
play a
course.
game. I can't pretend like I don't know. The only people that get caught up are those, one, who are genuinely ignorant, or two, the ones who think they know better, like you said, than the game. And you think you can outsmart the system. No, the only way to survive is to be as righteous as possible, as disciplined as possible. If you a crackhead, don't go where the crack is. If you are addicted to alcohol, stop being at liquor stores. Do not put yourself in positions to be compromised. That's it. Now, some of y'all may not think this exists, but I promise you, I can say, ain't no woman out here who can say I'm in her DMs.
You're cutting off.
No woman can say that since I've been married, I'm all up in, not one. I can
That's
say
too
that.
easy. DMs are easy.
DMs, anywhere,
But
restaurant,
that's
anywhere.
anything.
Any
Yeah.
text message, brother, that's a challenge. Please, but I want y'all to go check it because I need this to be seen so brothers can understand. One, it's possible, but two, it ain't easy.
Brother Rizza, I know
want
It's
that
not
you-
easy.
You gotta
Well,
want
I
it.
put it like this.
You gotta want it. You gotta want to be right.
I
That's all
believe
I'm
you
saying.
are who you say you are, brother.
That's a fact.
I believe you are who you say you are. But
Mhm.
This one just
you a healthy male, brother. That's why if you ever called me up and was like, Corey, what you doing? I'm gonna hang out with you. I'm gonna be like, no, don't break the pure. Don't do it. You don't want to see me. You don't want to see me because I have influence too.
Brother.
I can change you, brother. Rizza. That's why I always see you every once in a while and be happy.
Right.
But
right.
if you hung out with me, dog, you would be like, Corey is actually an amazing motherfucker. The shit he fight off and he is up on is amazing.
Oh, that's
Now,
funny.
some people who flat out lie on you. I had an
Man.
accuser flat out lie on me, and it's recruiting people to lie on me. And I think
Absolutely.
I got a cult now.
Me too.
Come on, brother.
Yeah.
Come on, brother.
Yeah.
Come on.
You
brother.
can't, if you're in the public, you're
Mhm.
gonna have to deal with
Yes.
what happens in the public.
Absolutely.
somebody
What somebody say?
said that you gotta tell Corey no. Remember
Yeah.
I can't say that about
You got to tell
you got
Corey be
tell
one to
Corey
party.
no.
You got to tell him no.
I'm
No,
so
no,
glad
no.
you
RZA
don't do drugs.
is
What, him?
Corey
somebody-
did drugs. Boy.
Oh, my
I'm
God.
so glad
Did
he
you
don't do no drugs.
Wow.
I get the rep of a bad guy online when I don't really be caught up in shit. And the shit I be caught up in is probably bogus because I'm smart enough. It don't seem like I do what RZA do, but I'm a loner. I be by myself. Most of the time I'm by myself because I know I don't fit into this way of things. I'm just gonna get caught up. I'm not somebody who's stupid enough to think that I can't lose it. And when I say lose it, I'm talking about give in to desires.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck ahead. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fact.
It don't take much. You could be so composed. You could be 20 years in the positive, but the right person at the right moment can take you backwards like this.
Mhm.
That's why
Mhm.
I know why RZA say he don't hang out. RZA is
Absolutely.
well composed, intelligent, smart. I got one of my homies here right now. This motherfucker, I'm gonna bring him up here later on. That motherfucker, I am glad that my brother is still alive because he can go there.
Mm.
Chi-Town gonna know this motherfucker when I bring him up here because, you know, we used to hoop at Triton College together. It's my homie Nate over there with his crazy ass. I'm gonna bring him up here later on. But I'm saying, for Nate to still be standing upright, knowing I know how he is, when I saw him today, he'd have popped up on my ass. But I'm still like, there go Nate.
Mm.
He'd have beat a lot of motherfucking odds. Because Nate crazy. Nate, that's my homeboy right there. I do not deny him. That's my homeboy. We became friends after I stole on him.
Dang, Nate, you got some people.
Those
here
make
that
some of the
know
best
him.
friends, the ones you get in a fight
Yeah,
with when
that's
you're young.
real shit.
Me and Nate became solid when we had a fight, which is probably some of the best ways to have a friend.
Yep,
For sure.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And we have our look, no nigga moments, but that's my man. I love me crazy motherfucker, and I'm gonna let him come up here and promote his shit. And I want the world to lay eyes on Nate. I've been knowing Nate since we was motherfucking in college. That's when I really got to know him. I knew him before that. He used to be dancing at the Summer League Pro-Am. Yeah. Real talk. Real talk.
Wait, we didn't even say RZA. Okay, we needed.
Well, RZA, I don't want it to go too long without RZA promoting what he came up here for. I am glad RZA participates in our 5150-ish. Because you know what I'm saying? He's really in a weird position, but I know he equipped to handle it.
That's true.
These tests that I put RZA under are actually calculated because I love the way he finds a way to stay in his position no matter what he's up against. I wouldn't dare put the bitches I know up on RZA right now. I wouldn't do that.
And my wife said, "Don't make her pull up."
Right, I know. And I know RZA. I know RZA wife as a woman because I scan people.
Absolutely.
She's kind. She's beautiful. But it's a look about her like, don't fuck up.
Well, she was a sharpshooter.
Was she? I didn't know that. I didn't know she was a sharpshooter, but I know women who have an edge when I'm up on them. Because when I'm around people, I have a little scan I put on you. I'm like, okay.
As you should.
Yeah, she ain't no joke because she be like, hey, Corey. But it be a look about it like, don't fuck up, Corey. I'm not going to fuck up, Miss RZA. I ain't going to fuck up. I ain't gonna...
Miss RZA. Yeah, sir.
Right. Well, you know what I'm saying. I mean, well.
What would she prefer to go by?
Either way, she likes that or Kayla Islam.
Kayla Islam.
Kayla Islam.
There you go.
But you just planted it in my head now. You understand that?
Absolutely.
Even though I've met her, when I meet somebody's wife, I'm actually, even though I know her if I see her.
Absolutely.
But I'm saying, like, I don't look at people's women, like, look them up and down like that.
Right.
I scan them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a look away type thing, but I don't look at people's women where I'm actually getting into who they are. That's something we might be able to talk about on the show one day when you're around the presence of somebody's woman. You know what I'm saying? Because I think people need to hear that.
Yeah, there's a way of going about that.
There's a way of going about it. But I'm saying, like, I know her as, let me make sure I say it right, Kayla?
Yes, sir.
Because that's my daughter's name. That's what I'm saying. Kayla Islam.
Wow.
So it's nothing but respect.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when I always had you up here, brother, because you know what I'm saying? I think you good for the community. That's why that's why I fuck with you like I fuck with you.
That.
And on top of that, I ain't never caught you on no sucker shit, but I'll be looking for it. Cause I want to validate myself.
Absolutely. I recommend it.
I'm fucking with you.
There you go.
Let me
RZA, what's happening? You got an event coming up and you got things going on. You told me last time your company, you have employees now.
Absolutely.
RZA, get the people the information they need to know.
First thing, we all know what happened over the last 3.5, 4 years dealing with the pandemic, people losing jobs, children's education, couldn't travel, you name it, and being experimented on. So Friday at the Compton Airport, and I think they have the flyer as well and the link to RSVP, 2 free events. This Friday, this Saturday. The flyer you see on the screen now is for Saturday, and this is dealing with the attack on our reproductive health system. I have some of the top presenters coming from all over the world, scientists, medical professionals, herbalists, people breaking down in different ways how our reproductive health is being under attack, and also solutions on how to resolve these things. Everything from women dealing with fibroids, PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, hormonal issues, men dealing with erectile dysfunction, low sperm motility, prostate cancer, prostate issues, lack of masculinity, lack of testosterone. All of that we will be covering in PowerPoint presentations at the Dollar Hide Community Center.
What day of the week is it, Rick?
That's Saturday.
That's this Saturday?
This Saturday.
You know what? I was going to leave town, but I am going to this because I feel like this is important.
Yes.
I mean, like what you're saying you're going to be talking about is what people need to have an ear on because we are dying.
Yes.
Too young.
Yes.
We are sick too young. Like I'm drinking some coffee now, but I haven't really been drinking a lot of any type of syrup because about a week ago, I was drinking a Slurpee. on the show. And I felt so terrible after the show, and I knew what it was.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn, that whatever that shit is that I've been putting in my system and gotten to the point now where I'm fucked up. I was fucked up, RZA. So I am going to be at this thing on Saturday.
Look, go to RizaIslam.com, or if the link is in the chat, to RSVP. Free event. Now, here's the thing. The venue seats about 800 to 900 people.
Nice.
The mayor of Compton has agreed to be a part of this. The city council, yes, sir. Sister Shaheed, I believe. No, Asia Brown is the former.
Okay.
But we have a lot of people coming out for this, brother.
So you need to get your tickets while they're available.
It's free, isn't it?
It's a free event, but we do want you to RSVP. So the link, if you guys have it there, click the link and RSVP because we want to get a head count. But brother, we're not only going over solutions. I'm launching 2 specific solutions dealing with certain issues as well that day, but it's only going to exclusively be launched that day in person. So you'll get a lot of information.
So check this out, RZA. You're going to address the attack on our reproductive health.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's a lot of people out there who are aware that something is wrong with you.
Mm-hmm.
And what we do, we blow it off. We take our meds we're told to take, and we just keep living this life. And as the years add up with you living this life, before you know it, you're too sick to heal.
Absolutely.
So this thing that this brother is doing is something I'm going to get with RZA, and we're going to try to do this on a bigger scale one day with strippers. No, I'm just fucking with you.
My Lord.
I'm fucking with you, RZA.
Well,
but I think it would be a good idea. But no, I'm saying this is something that I am going to make sure I'm there because I lack discipline in diet. But I am getting to the point where I'm realizing, oh my God, I'm falling apart. I'm falling apart. So I'm hoping some of the information I get at this place will give me the momentum necessary to be the dunk creator I used to be when I used to dunk on that guy over there.
Well, and not only that, but this Friday, May 2nd, all of those who had questions about the shot, told you were crazy, you took it, etc. You want to know what's going on with your body now, what they injected into you, the updated science. I have 2 scientists who will be at the Compton airport. One of them used to work under Anthony Fauci, worked with the CDC, worked for the NIH. One of the whistleblower scientists who knows all of what was taking place. They will be doing a presentation, free event. They will be presenting in Compton. I'm bringing both of these to Compton. Free event also. Click the link to RSVP. The last 2 hours will be a Q&A where you will be able to go in front of these scientists.
They're going to let me ask a scientist a question.
Directly. No
Can you please
nothing.
prepare them for my question, RZA? I just want you to know, 10 minutes. So he's about to get you right now. I'll be there. I want my people to know I'll be there. I'll be there.
Friday night, 6 to 10, Compton Airport. Saturday, 10 to 6, Dollarhide Community Center. The flyers are there. Go to Riza Islam to RSVP or click the link up there to RSVP. Brother, it's about to be phenomenal. The biggest thing is going to be solutions for your health. Solutions. It's going to be tons and tons of solutions, but it's about to be a lot of information. I'm not going to lie to you.
They want to know if you're going to live stream it.
Because of security, due to security reasons, because of, for example, one of the people presenting debated Anthony Fauci in the 90s. He brought one of the things that were helping to cure AIDS back in the 90s. He's going to be there. One of the whistleblowers, so under whistleblower status, will be there Friday night. So due to security reasons, I can't stream. We won't be able to live stream it. We will record it, and it will be uploaded later on. So I'll let y'all know about that, but we cannot live stream it.
Okay, we understand, Riz. We know them people ain't really finding information you get to people, so you know what I'm saying? Yes, we take chances with you though, brother, because I know, like I was talking about before you got here, when you doing the Lord's work, a lot of people don't like you.
That's a fact. Well, I think I got something for you to laugh about, but this is also...
What is that? Is that something for me?
Well,
you can't.
I'm familiar with it because
go
I
ahead
gave it to you.
What is it? Is it a whoopee
I want him to open it, darling.
Oh,
I
you
want
want
him
him
to see.
I thought I already told him
Those
about
them African shoes.
No, they're the piece, right? Is it the piece?
What you buy on Facebook?
This Shannon Sharp
The
outfit
African
when he
dog.
interviewed Cat Williams.
I want you to open that, Corey, and you tell me.
Peacepads.net. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
that sounds like
right
something.
Right here, buddy.
One of the, go ahead, brother.
Okay, peace pads. What is this? What is this I'm grabbing?
Well, my niece and my friend
those-
Eric are very familiar with it
Vaccines.
because I don't need them any longer.
Oh,
but
he didn't
it was
Got
a great.
into the,
What is it?
hygiene.
These you're holding women's pads, Corey.
I can't with this guy.
Okay.
Oh my god! It just
This is a
Pads, sanitary napkins that women need every month for their cycle. The biggest issue is one thing that we're going to go over, by the way, that I'm presenting. 60 chemicals that are in the top 16 brands of tampons and pads are going into women every month. And they don't realize these are the same chemicals connected to their PCOS, fibroids, endometriosis, all these different things. And they're in the chemicals in the pads that you're using every month. So your brother came up with a solution because the depopulation agenda is real. They're trying to get rid of the population. I said, I'm not going to just talk about it. We're going to be about it. That is a solution. 100% cotton, black owned, non-toxic pads for women that they can utilize.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's top tier.
Yeah.
a pussy pad that's progressive.
Yeah.
That's what Brother RZA has created.
That's
I'm
good.
sorry, RZA. I'm just talking to my
Understood.
people.
Yes,
I-
sir.
Pussy pad that's productive. God damn it.
They will be available at the event as well as
Your vaginal hair won't be as scarce.
brother
We
here.
need toilet tissue too, man.
Okay, hold on,
That's
RZA.
a good one. Yeah.
What is this?
They're
So you
all
have the
pads.
yes, you
Oh,
have the
these are
liners.
all pads.
Right.
Yeah,
There's
so-
different types.
Is it different sizes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, some
Different
are
sizes,
panty
different
liners. I
amounts.
know.
Some
I
are panty
I
line.
kept
Have
the
you
pan-
worn them?
Of course.
All
I
right.
kept
D.
the panty liners, but I gave the ones to my friend and my niece
Mhm.
that still cycle.
This is dope.
It's very dope. Oh
No,
my
but do you
gosh.
know how many people will be interested in this? I just hope. Now, this is none of my business, but I hope that the average people, average folks, can afford to get it.
Absolutely.
Because
Yeah.
for us to do what's right, sometimes we price things up. But I hope the average sister can get this to
Mhm.
avoid all of the chemical warfare that
Mhm.
they have declared in her body.
Absolutely. No, the price is comparable to those heavily toxic pads.
Yeah.
Around the same price, brother, but with no toxins.
This is actually a great idea.
Very,
Absolutely.
I'm
very
glad
dope.
that you came out with something
Absolutely.
like
I'm
this.
about to come out with tissue, man. Don't
As-
say.
hey,
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
it. It's needed.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Friday night, by the way, we're also going over the childhood schedule. So parents with children who are on the autism spectrum or anyone you know who has autism, show up Friday because you're going to get a lot of information that you have probably been begging to try to find somewhere. You're going to receive that information as well on Friday night, May 2nd.
Good.
I'll be there, brother.
Great.
Yes, sir.
And anything else? I don't know.
No.
Yes.
Oh, hey, dog. I still got a whole new bottle. I'm gonna start.
Just
Them
trust
things do something to you.
They get it out of you.
They do something to you.
intellectualpower.net. Make sure y'all grab that.
That's right.
You
Yes,
want me to tell you why I hesitate sometimes? Because they open up your mind.
Yes, they do.
RZA, I was listening to bitches after I took that pill.
Oh my
And
gosh.
it just made me be like, enough is enough.
And it's the diva. Go ahead, Dee.
But remember, I think the last time we were on the phone and I was not
That's your
feeling
bottle.
well, and he told me to take the last time. Remember?
Mhm.
That's when I used them because I was coming down with something.
You I'll
said there
put it
was
like
enough-
this. It ain't no gimmick.
Not at all.
Something
Brother.
happens.
We have 7 acres in St. Lucia. I was just at our farm last weekend. We have a full farm. We have about
That's in
20
St. Louis?
St. Lucia.
Oh,
And he crazy. He crazy. St. Lucia in the Caribbean, brother. We have roughly 20 employees on the island there. We have more employees here in America. My other warehouse for the pad company is 14,000 square feet. I have roughly 50 employees. We've employed people,
That's
created
wonderful.
jobs to where they don't have to work for these other companies and try to beg for other jobs. Brother,
What's up
this
with
is
these
not-
pads? Can I have these?
Absolutely. If you have
Do-
someone you want to give them to, please.
Yes. Do
Please.
you need this? If you need it, I'll get it. I'll buy a box.
No,
But I'm
brother,
saying-
please.
I can
That's
give
that's
this
a
to
gift to
somebody.
whoever you absolutely.
I got bitches who need it.
Well, they are for women, brother. Please.
He's got women who
Yeah,
need that.
absolutely.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have women.
Yes, sir.
You know who you are.
Wow. Like
I always thought St. Lucia was in Missouri, man. I'm tripping off that, man.
that fella Geo Black said St. Lucia's where most sea
Yeah, they're
moss is. There?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, in St. Lucia, one of the ingredients we have in there is sea moss, but we have a full farm, 7 acres. We actually just expanded more on our land because we planted new herbs because we have some other stuff happening as well.
Excellent.
But brother, this is non-GMO, organic, no chemtrails, no heavy metals, no radiation. This is the purest you can get.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, I read what's in a soda,
Yes.
and I was just thinking like, oh my God, I'm killing myself. Because last week when I had that Slurpee and I was feeling like I was feeling, I said, oh my God. So I've done things that I looked up on the internet to try to take the edge off because sometimes I like the fizz.
Yeah.
So, I was taught how to make this
Carbonated.
drink.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I went and bought some lemons, some limes, and some seltzer water and a little agave and stirred it up and it took the edge off. It actually tastes like a Sprite. I was like, okay, I got to find different solutions to not have the chemicals all up in me because there's a lot of guys who driving a truck right now who just give in and just go get something to drink and it takes the edge off. But you're killing yourself.
Absolutely.
Coffee's bad.
Yeah. Well,
most of the coffee that is commercialized is bad. It's packed for a lot of brothers and sisters on 5150, especially the truck drivers and the overnight workers.
I see you tell your Starks no more sugar, Corey.
They take intellectual power and said they no longer need coffee because of the energy it gives them overnight. So that's another.
That's why benefit. I said, like, see, absolutely. I wouldn't BS my people.
Absolutely not.
It's not worth it to me. From what I understand, somebody said there were shows where it was some commercials all through the live show. Listen, I'm not going to do commercials all through the live show unless it's sponsors that's dealing with me directly. So whatever is happening with this streaming, we got to control our show until them people come talk to me. The people who do these advertisements, because I ain't going to be with it anyway, but I know how to talk to my people in a way where I'll be like, hey, guys, go to Gamble Anonymous. Because my people going to be like, oh, Corey just getting the hustle. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to pay the bills, but I'm just saying.
But you also got to believe in it, or else you're just bullshitting. You don't want to bullshit people, right? You got to. You all about it.
Somebody said, Corey, try water fasting. I will. I have to get my body back to the point where I'm optimal because I'm not. I'm honest with that. I know. I'm like, God damn, all these chemicals been caught up with me. I got to slow down, man. I got to slow down. I can't.
Why don't you hire a nutritionist to cook all your meals, man?
Because you got to talk to the bitch.
Oh, God, here we go.
There's some good brother nutritionists, too. There's a lot of good.
It's a male nutritionist.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
I bet they wear them Shannon Sharp suits, too.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
Corey, what you got to do is...
I'm going to get you in touch. I'm going to get you in touch with my cousin. He's the trainer to a lot of athletes and celebrities.
He lives out here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
He's has one of the only black-owned gyms as well. So,
oh yeah, I gotta get back in the gym, man. I'm not optimal hokum no more. I'm that guy who's walking around here who's been on the road for a while and
90 days away.
Yeah, that's all right. I was gonna say, but you bounce right back. You
said 90 days away?
So you was an athlete. That's
what's up,
Craig. Right. And you're a dude.
You play basketball too, right?
Yeah, so the Corey.
Once again, I want Craig to I want RZA to let people know at the Compton Airport this Saturday. What's going on?
They put the link up to you.
And the link is in there. So Friday is at the Compton Airport. Saturday is at the Dollarhide Community Centers, the Compton Community Centers, 2 different events.
But all in Compton.
All in Compton.
Okay, great.
All in Compton. I'm bringing it to the city.
Okay.
It took me a while to get this going,
I'm going to show up.
But absolutely. Pull up, man.
I'm going to pull up, brother, and sit down. And I'm going to have somebody with me who probably ain't patient enough. And you're going to have a real man handle somebody who ain't used to, hey, you ain't got to pee.
I'll be there. Sure.
My homeboy put his jacket back on. You ain't
they got a black.
You ain't running late or nothing,
too, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I thought about getting my pilot's license next year. They got a black flight school at the Compton
right there.
Airport.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do they?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I really need that because I'm gonna show y'all some things. I'm gonna show y'all. No, really, I'm finna get me one of them little.
Well, why get it before you?
I don't want a Bentley. I want a motherfucking.
But you don't have to buy it yet. Just take the lessons.
D, nobody told you to talk.
Their relationship is, brother.
They got sticks or airplanes, or they're all automatic.
No.
Going to some of these foots, man.
a new thing happening now. A black man had been elected president. So the Puerto Rican chick in the Supreme Court. And I, like them, I want to make a huge change for our people. It's called Rasta Monster. For real, this is for real. Mira, oye, momento, right? I'm here asking for your grassroots support on this. I need Rasta Monster in your barbershops, in your livery cabs, in your strip joints. But most of all, I need that middle shelf in your bodegas.
Hey, what's up, Lil' Mama?
She a good girl, but she bad, so I'm confused.
Damn.
Fuck it, I'ma shoot my shot, got nothing.